Welcome back to FM Story. In the last episode, we began season 1 of the South American Glory Hunter save with Internacional. In the state championship, we won 11 from 11 in the league phase. We won both legs of the semi-final and both legs of the final to lift the trophy. Obviously, that really didn't count as far as this Glory Hunter save is concerned, but it allows us to go into this episode where the league season starts properly, and also the Copa Sudamericana, where we've been drawn against Boca, Everton and Huancayo. So without further ado, let's get into the action. We've made it into the middle of May, and things have pretty much continued where we left off at the end of the last episode. So at the end of the last episode, we finished at the end of the state championship where we'd won every game in the league phase, both legs of the semi-final and both legs of the final. And like I say, the start of the Serie A and the Copa Sudamericana, things have continued in the same vein. So we actually started with the first leg of the third round of the Copa do Brazil away at Tombense, which we won 4-1. We then won 2-1 on the opening day of the season away at Atlético Paranense. We then won the second leg of the Copa do Brazil 3-2 to see us into the fourth round. We then went back to league action in another away game. Things did not get off to the best of start. We were 1-0 down and then 2-1 down, but eventually we came away 3-2 winners away at Flamengo. And then the Copa Sudamericana started. So we started with a 4-2 victory at home against Huancayo. We then went away to Chile and beat Everton 8-0. We had a league game against Fortaleza, which we really struggled with. Aaron Geese had a bit of a nightmare. He missed a penalty and got injured. But Wanderson came up big with 2 goals to see us pick up the 3 points in that game. And then in the most recent game, we beat Boca away at La Bombonera 4-1. We absolutely hammered them. We missed another penalty. At some point, if we come to a penalty shootout, we might be in trouble because we missed quite a few penalties this season in all competitions. But things are looking good. As far as the league's concerned, it's hard to sort of say how we're doing because the league is bizarre. We've played 3 games and so have Botafogo. Most teams have played 4 or 5. Some have played 6. Bahia have played 7 already. We've only played 3. We've won all 3. We've got 9 points. We're in a strong position. And then as far as the Copa Sudamericana is concerned, we are in a strong position. As we said, we've won 3 from 3 to start the group stage. First place in the group sees you through to the second round. Second place in the group sees you in a knockout playoff round. We should hopefully finish top of that group now at this stage. Obviously, the big game is going to be this coming game at home against Boca. If we can pick up 3 points there, that actually would secure us in top spot for the group after just 4 games. So really all out to win this game, and then the games against Huancayo and Everton don't really make too much of a difference. Going into the game, we're not missing too many big players. I mean, Gabriel's out and Wesley's out. Neither of them would have been in the starting lineup unless we had serious injury problems. Aaron Geese is probably not going to play because when he picked up his injury against Fortaleza, he was going to be out for 2 weeks. He might be fit enough to make the bench. But hopefully 3 points, secure the place in the second round and move on from there. So this is the side we've picked for the game against Boca. Aaron Geese did fail his fitness test, so we've picked the same team that started the previous game against Boca with Bruno Henrique in that central midfield. Wanderson's been outstanding recently on the left-hand side. Enner Valencia has been a goal-scoring machine this season through the middle, so it does mean we do have Marcus Leonardo off the bench if we need to change things in the second half. So it's 4-3-3 against 4-2-3-1. An early free kick to them to the back post. Romulo heads it clear. Fernando picks it up on the wing. And then his aging legs gets run off the ball down the touchline. They're going to come back down this left-hand side, but Alan Patrick wins it. Back to Vitao. Fernando, then into Bruno Henrique. His pass is cut out. And now they're attacking on this left-hand side again. Romulo gets a tackle in, but Ceballos, again to run at him, cuts inside him. And Rocher turns it behind for a corner. We've given the ball away in some stupid positions already in this game. Blanco to take the corner. Rocher comes and claims it. And then rolls it out for Vital. He goes down the line. Right, a free kick for us on the edge of the box. Town and Lara, who's coming in with the left back position, his own steps up, hits the post. The keeper was nowhere near it, and they've scrambled it clear. Romulo to Alan Patrick. Fernando back to Vitao. Romulo on the right. Down the line for Mauricio. He loses out. And they've gone long from the back. They've won the header, but Robert Renan tidies up. Enrique down the left. Wanderson to Tau and Lara. Drives infield across the pitch. Pulls it back. A simple tapping in the end for Mauricio, but Tau and Lara, they let him run and run and run right across the box. He picks it up and just drives cross-field and eventually just runs round the defence and then just pulls it back on his weaker foot, and Mauricio with a simple tap in at the near post makes it 1-0. Right, Robert Renan gives it away in midfield, but then wins it back, strides forward, still going, still has it, still going forward, gets the edge of the box, has a shot. I don't know whether that came off the woodwork or whether the keeper saved it, but they've been forced to turn it behind for a corner. Mauricio to take the corner. In swinger towards the far post. And it's headed over the top. Right, Town Lara with a free kick short. Wanderson back to Town Lara on the left. Drives into the box and fires it into the bottom corner. And this is some performance from Town Lara. Really was not in the first team picture when we first took over, or not in the thoughts he was going to play, but he has, as we said, started to make this position his own. Just driving into the box. We are bringing in a left back in July in Wendell. So Rene, who did start at left back, might be on his way in during the season here. And there we are, half-time 2-0. Apart from that very early chance that they had where Rocher turned it behind for a corner, we've not seen much of them as an attacking force. And we've pretty much dominated every bit of play since then. Right, a throw for us, Town Lara to Wanderson, back to Town Lara. Wanderson into Bruno Henrique in the box. Goes all the way back to Vitao. Robert Renan. Romulo on the right here. Infield. We've somehow still got it. Fernando onto Enrique. Wanderson. Into Henrique in the box. Crosses low. Romulo arriving late. Skies it over the top. Right, they've gone long from the keeper. Town Lara wins a header, but it's picked up by Merentiel. He's found Langoni cross into the box. Should have been a simple finish for Ceballos. It's a great save by Rocher. Now they're still pouring forward again. Langoni. Town Lara makes a challenge. Duarte finds Fernandez in the box, and he misses the target. Right, Town Lara infield to Robert Renan. Wanderson on this left-hand side. Back to Renan. Ball over the top to Wanderson, who looked miles offside. He puts the ball in the back of the net. There's no flag up. So it must have just been one of those ones that looks miles offside because nothing's been given here. So Anderson makes a run. Or the left back's playing him well onside. It's just by the time he gets the ball, he's well clear of the defence. Great finish from Anderson. He's been doing that regularly in recent games. Another ball over the top looking for Wanderson. Marcus Leonardo turns, drifts out to the right, into the box, fires it across goal. And Romero gets his hands to it and it goes behind for a throw-in. Oh, it's Brain goal for them today, not Romero, who played in the last game. Right, they've gone long from the goal kick again. This time it's gone over the top of the defence. Merentiel's raced in behind. He's dinked it over Rocher. I mean, luckily it's late on and we're 3-0 up, but that's a bad goal to concede. It's just a long hoof from the goal kick. Everyone misses it. And Merentiel then just sprints clear and just dinks it over Rocher, who'd spread himself. And that's 3-1. Right, a late free kick, Town Lars to the back post. It's headed off the bar and over. And there we go. Full time, 3-1. And that sees us top of the group with 12 points. We can't be overtaken. So that's us qualified for the second round with 2 games to spare. We're now at the end of May, the last day of May, for the last game in the group stage of this Copa Sudamericana at home against Everton. We thought we'd secured the place in the second round after defeating Boca in the last game we saw. However, it still says it's just the playoff. It says all the teams at the top of the group, even the ones that can't be caught, have qualified for a playoff, when the rules in the competition say that the team that finished top go into the second round and the teams that finish second go into the playoff with the teams that drop down from the Copa Libertadores. So who knows what is actually happening. We have hit a bit of a bumpy spell since that Boca game. We twice took the lead in the next league game against Bahia and twice conceded goals, and we just weren't good enough on the day. We then beat Juan Cayo 3-0 away in the 5th game of the group stage of the Copa Sudamericana. And then our last league game, we had a player sent off. They pretty much straight away took the lead against Palmeiras, who were top of the table going into that game. And we just couldn't create enough to get back into the game with 10 men. So that draw and defeat mean we're currently sat in 7th after 5 games. It's still really weird in terms of the games played because Palmeiras and Flamengo, first and second, have both played 8 games. Corinthians have played 7. Bahia have played 10. Vasco da Gama have played 9. Bragantino have played 8. We've played 5. Grêmio have played 6. It is all over the place in terms of who's played how many games. So it's going to take a while for it really to sort of shake out so that you know where everyone really does stand as far as the league season's concerned. And then, as we said, we're still top. We won 5 from 5 in the Copa Sudamericana. It is showing us as a playoff. The same for Atletico Paranense, who've guaranteed to be finished top of the group. The same for Universidad Católica, who are guaranteed to have finished top of the group. It's really quite strange in terms of everything. I don't quite know what's going to happen come the end of this group stage. But going into this game against Everton, we've got pretty much a full strength team. So hopefully we can make it 6 wins from 6 in that group stage. So this is the side we're going into with against Everton. It's the same team that started that last league game against Palmeiras. Hopefully we can't be as bad as we were 2 games in a row. So it's 4-3-3 against 4-4-2. We did hammer Everton in Chile. So hopefully more of the same in this game. But they're attacking down their left. Got past the fullback, cross to the back post. Rocher comes and claims it easily. It's worked to Valencia out to Mauricio. Cross into the near post. And a great save by the keeper, turns it behind for a corner. Wanderson to take the corner. Into the near post. Header powered home by Fernando. That's 1-0 in the 5th minute. And a long way towards keeping that 100% record in the group stage. Just drifts it into the near post. Fernando makes the run. No one's there with him. And no one on the post to keep it out. Town Lara to Henrique. Henrique again in the box, pulls it back to Wanderson, squares it. Arangui's shot's cleared. Wanderson, it comes to Town Lara, and nothing comes of it. Right, throw deep in our half. Fernando back to Rocher. Vitao into Aranguis. Henrique. Wanderson. Aranguis into Valencia in the box. Fires it in off the post. 2-0. And that could well be the 3 points wrapped up already. Plenty of time on the ball. Aranguis just drives forward and then just slides the ball into Valencia. Takes a touch to get it out of his feet and just fires across the keeper in off the post. Right, Romulo to Aranguis. Vitao back to Rocher. Robert Renan to Town Lara. Valencia on to Aranguis. They've gone back to the keeper. And then they run long. It's tidied up at the back. Wanderson cuts in, finds Town Lara. Henrique to Aranguis. Over the top, looking for Wanderson in behind. And the keeper turns it behind for another corner. Wanderson to take it. Swings it into the near post again. It's up in the air. It's still alive. Valencia scores, but he must have been offside there. He was practically off the pitch. And yeah, it's been disallowed. It's just kept alive in there. Vitao gets his head on it. It's headed down by Romulo, but Valencia well offside. Town Lara with the throw. Wanderson drifting in field. Drives to the edge of the box and fires it high over the top. And there we go. Half time, 2-0. We've dominated that first half. More of the same in the second half, like we say, to end that group stage with 6 wins from 6. Hopefully. Right, so we made some changes at half time just to get some fresh legs on, just to give some people some game time as well. They've got a throw on their right. Poor passing field. Marcus Leonardo nicks it, finds Mauricio through on goal, beats the keeper, and that's 3-0. And any hope they had of getting back into the game, they've just given away with that one. So the throw in, they've tried to pass it back to the centre half, left him short. Leonardo nips in, finds Mauricio, and he just beats the keeper quite easily. Right, Wanderson down the left, cutting in field. Still going into Aranguis. Back to Wanderson. And he pokes it wide of the near post. Right, Fernando loses out. Now Mendes coming forward. Martinez is broken free on the left. Back into Mendes. I think he'd probably gone a bit too early and was offside, but Rocher made a save anyway. It was offside, and from the resulting free kick, we found Fernando into Henrique. Borre out to Wanderson. Drifts past his man, drives into the box. His shot takes a nick on the way through, but rifles into the net, and that's 4-0. Santos Boris come on for Leonardo, who'd picked up an injury, and Wanderson just drifts infield through his man, looks to go for the far corner. It gets a deflection off the keeper, off the defender, past the keeper. All right, throw Hugo Malo to take it. Go short to Aranguiz. Mauricio drifting in off the right. Just bends it onto the post. And then it comes straight back at Wanderson, but his head is straight into the keeper's hands. And there we are, full time, 4-0. 6 wins from 6 from the Copa Sudamericana and into the knockout stages. And there we are, the end of another episode, and things are still going pretty well. We've had a bit of a downturn in form in the league, but 6 wins from 6. We have actually made it through to the second round of the Copa Sudamericana, despite the fact that the league table still shows us having qualified for a playoff. We're not in the knockout playoff round. We are going to go straight into the second round. So join us next time to see who we get in that second round and see if we can continue this relatively good run of form we've had all season. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.